Hey guys, it's a Marlin. Today's reading is going to be on the topic of what is coming up to be healed, what is coming up for you to work on it, for you to heal it. We have also a full moon coming up right now. It doesn't matter really when you're watching this reading, but we have 4 options here. You can choose your flower. We have flower number 1, 2, 3, or 4. Of course, only take what resonates, and if it doesn't resonate at all, then don't take the information we will get here. Because, this is a general reading and I only have these 4 groups, so, use your own discernment and trust yourself. You will know if it's for you, or if it's not for you, you will also know. So, if you have chosen your flower, I will start with the reading now. So, let's start with the first flower. Okay, so if you have chosen this pink flower, let's see what's coming up to be healed at this moment in time for you. Okay, so I will be pulling 1 card from this deck. So, what is coming up to be healed, to be removed at this moment in time for this group? So can I get 1 card? What's coming up for healing at this moment in time? Okay, I don't know if this one wants to pop out. Okay, we got 2 cards. Let's see. Have the King of Wands and the Ace of Swords in reverse. So what I'm seeing here is what's coming up to be healed, what's coming up to be aligned again is your assertiveness. Like you see, this King of Wands is really confident and he knows exactly, what to do. He's sure of himself. And this Ace of Swords in reverse shows me that at this moment in time, because of whatever reasons, you have a lack of clarity about which action is the best action for you to take, how should you move forward in life, which action should you take. So what's coming up to be healed is I'm getting, could be related to the solar plexus chakra. So, it's kind of that confident action, moving forward, action in your life, action that you can be, certain about. Yes, this is what I want, this is what I want to do, this is that mental clarity. So what's coming up to be healed is uncertainty. Hesitance is what's coming up to be healed. Maybe is the best word to say it, because the natural state should be assertiveness, like knowing what you want and going for it and being assertive about it. So what's the opposite of it is, like being hesitant, being unsure about the next move. I said uncertainty first, but that is maybe not a good way to articulate it, because we all have to live with uncertainty. We never know what exactly life will bring for us in the future. So let's get a card from this oracle deck on how should you go about healing this? How should you go about healing this? What is some way that you could be healing this trait? How can we restore the healthy state of this aspect of yourself? How can it be restored? Can I get 1 card, Spirit, please? How can we restore this energy into its healthy state? How can we restore this energy into its healthy state? Okay, let's see what we got. Oh, tarot cards guidance. Well, isn't this tarot cards guidance? um, Oh, okay. So what I'm getting from this is obviously since you are here on my channel watching this video and you somehow found this channel, probably you watch tarot readings usually in your life, you know? Like recently you have discovered it or you've been watching it for a while, but what I'm getting from this is from the guidance you've been getting recently, there's probably something in your life that you have been getting guidance on consistently in the readings that you were watching from the readers you're vibrating with. And it seems like, oh yeah, that may be a good thing to do, but I don't know. I think this card is telling you, like, try listening to that guidance for once, like actually in the physical world make an action in towards the direction of, let's pretend we are certain of this guidance and then, act on it. But I also want to say, don't force it, like if you were really scared, because what I want to say about the solar plexus chakra is that that chakra responds the best like when it's kind of a vibration of, oh, I'm really scared of doing this, but I really want to do it. It's not like you shouldn't act on something if it's like, oh, I'm scared of it and also I don't want to do it. Like that's not what we're going for here. This is just like you have to go like for example, I'm just going to take this example just for the sake of having an example. Like if you really want to contact someone, if you want to tell someone how you feel, but you're scared. But again, that's something you want to do. That's what strengthens the solar plexus chakra. Also, I mean, on the opposite end, for example, like you're scared to ride a roller coaster. Oh my god, my tongue got tied here. You're scared to ride a roller coaster, but also you don't like that type of motion. You don't like getting dizziness. You don't like your head hurts when you're on a roller coaster. I'm just saying here whatever. But like you don't even like that type of experience. You don't like that will not strengthen your solar plexus if you go on that roller coaster anyway, because that's not what you want to do anyway. So that's what I'm getting from this. Also could be, I mean, this is for a part of you, this that you're watching readings and that you should take action on something that's been consistently, that readings have been consistently telling you, do it, this is the right, you know, direction for you. But also listen to your own inner guidance, and if you have tarot cards or if you know any type of divination, you can also get your information from meditation, from your heart. Whatever, you will know what's right for you. Just try to act on something that you really want to act on, and that will strengthen your solar plexus and it will restore it into its natural state of our bodies and our emotional bodies, and our psyche is health. So that's what I have for you, flower number 1. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope it resonated, that you got something out of it, and thank you for watching. Bye! I'll see you another time. Bye. So if you have chosen this little flower, that's group number 2, then let's see what's coming up to be healed in your life at this time. So can I get a card on what's coming up to be healed at this moment in time for this black little pretty flower? Can I get a card? What's coming up to be healed at this moment in time? What's coming up to be healed for this group number 2? Okay, is that it? Kind of feel like there might be one more card. Is there another card maybe? Okay. Yep. So pile number 2, let's see. Ooh, Ace of Cups, King of Swords. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, so I'm getting here. First thing I'm getting here is kind of like a um, vibration of like admitting to the truth of your heart. I'm hearing I shouldn't be feeling how I'm feeling. I shouldn't be feeling this or that. I shouldn't be feeling like this towards this person, or I shouldn't be feeling like this in regards to this. Like, maybe you were told in your life that, there's something wrong with the way you feel about things. Like, if you get upset or whatever it is, I'm getting like what's coming up to be healed is um thinking that there's something wrong with the way you feel. So what is the natural state of that energy? If we would transform it into its natural healthy state, what would that be? That would be validating the way you feel. And I will be pulling an oracle card for like how can you go about healing this, but it's already said in this card, kind of, you see how he's contemplating something, but he's contemplating the matters of his heart, because we have here this beautiful Ace of Cups, and it's like, why is it okay for me to feel how I'm feeling? Instead of being hard on yourself, or, I'm an idiot for feeling like this, or I really shouldn't be feeling that, that is weak, or, however this resonates for you. But this King of Swords, he is like, use your brain as your friend in this. Like, don't use your brain to further separate from your heart, to just be mad at yourself for, not living up to some expectations you have of how you should be feeling. All emotions are valid and all emotions are there for a reason. And use your brain as a tool to validate your emotion. How is it all right for me to feel like this? How does it make sense for me to feel like this? Because trust me, no emotion is there to harm you, and no emotion is bad. If you're angry, that's okay. There's a reason that you're angry. If you're sad, that's okay. If you're upset because of something, honor your emotions. I hope this made sense to you. That's what I'm getting here. Let's take an oracle card on how could you. I mean, we kind of heard it already, but let's get an oracle card on how would you go about healing this? Is there any additional message to how should you go about healing this? What is another option for you to, how would you want to, what's a good idea? What's another good insight about this situation? Is there another card, Spirit? Is there another card? Okay, it's this one. Let's see. Sorry if that was loud. Security. Okay, take some time to yourself. Take some time to think about it, Find a safe place where you can explore your emotions, wherever that may be, find some peace and quiet of your mind. And also, there's another message here, like, you have to feel safe in your body, because at this moment, like, if you're judging your emotions as bad, you don't feel safe in your body, because that part of yourself that feels these emotions, your heart, does not feel safe with you constantly judging how it's feeling and, rejecting those emotions. So this is just telling you, create a safe place for you to feel and understand your feelings, if that makes sense. You have to create a safe environment inside of yourself. However, whatever that means for you, in whatever ways. Take some time to mentally, explore that and understand how each emotion has its place, and has its own value, and is there to teach you something, to remind you of something, to let you know a deeper truth about yourself. So, you will feel safe in your body than in your emotional body, and those emotions won't be screaming out at you anymore. When they feel safe and like you're really listening to them, you know what? They won't be so loud. They'll be like, she will hear me even if I whisper, or he will hear me even if I whisper, you know? So that's what I have for you, pile number 2. I hope it resonated. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I will see you another time. Bye! So, if you have chosen this little flower, this little white flower, then let's see what's coming up to be healed for you. So first we will be pulling a Druid Craft Tarot card. What's coming up to be healed at this time? Okay, is there another card? Okay. Is it this one? Does it want? Okay. Okay, how are we gonna read this? Okay. Let's see, pile number 3. It's not a pile, it's a flower. Flower number 3. Let's see what we're getting here. Okay, I'm getting like caution versus vulnerability in a sense. Like what is coming up to be healed? Um, First, like here we see this person, like like choosing a thing to say, trying to make that perfect. Oh, I shouldn't be too open. But again, I shouldn't lie. But also, whatever. Like there is like a fear in you of being too vulnerable and people using that against you. And it is not saying that you should heal, like that you should like be vulnerable now to everybody, tell everybody your innermost secrets, desires, whatever. Just like inside of yourself, to like ease that, to feel safe in, opening up, like to feel to whom you can open up and to whom you cannot open up. Kind of to be able to feel that out, because whenever you are in that place of needing to decide, like, should I open up or not, you find yourself like, I don't know, maybe I should open up. Does this person seem trustworthy? So yeah, these are basically trust issues. Again, this relates to me to like throat chakra and heart chakra here, so it would be kind of in between of those chakras. This is a blockage, or an energy that is connected in both of these chakras. So we have here in the heart place, it's about the vulnerability, and it's about, and you see here this dark brown and this light brown, kind of, real intense truth, like not that saturated truth, like trying to decide which truth to tell, to how much can you open up to people. And sometimes you want to open up to someone, but maybe you've been burned in the past for whatever reason, and then you kind of, but trust issues here is with yourself. We're not talking about other people so much. Like, you need to trust yourself when you feel that you can open up to a person, that it's safe for you to do so, that it's safe for you to be vulnerable when you feel like maybe in the past you felt like you can be vulnerable with someone, and then that person fucked you over in some way, used that information against you or whatever, and so now you feel like I don't want that to happen to me again. But that's coming up to be healed, like that sense of that you can trust yourself, that you can choose a right person to open up to. Again, I have to repeat, this does not mean you should open up and be vulnerable to everybody, not at all. You know, you should use your discernment, use your gut feeling, but this is about that gut feeling and you trusting your own gut feeling. So, you know, that's what's coming up to be transformed into this energy of, you know, knowing. Just knowing that you can trust yourself with that kind of a decision. So let's see, let's get an oracle card telling us something further about how we can go about healing this. So can I get a card? Any suggestion or additional information from Spirit about transforming this energy into its highest vibration, into its natural state? Okay, do you wanna slip? Yes, you do. Okay. Let's see, spell manifestation. Okay, so if you are into stuff like that, you can be writing it like as affirmations, as you know, like I trust myself. But again, don't lie in your affirmations, that because that won't work. Like, for example, if I think I'm ugly and I write I'm beautiful, I'm beautiful, I'm beautiful, like that's not gonna work. I'm not gonna start believing that all of a sudden, you know, because your brain is kind of too smart to be tricked like that, you know? But I can write something I do believe, for example, like I have really beautiful hair. And that's bringing me closer to the vibration of beauty than actually, how would I say it, than lying to myself that I believe that I'm beautiful would. So, you know, in this situation, some you know, affirmations that you actually believe in that will bring you to a state of trusting yourself more, whatever that may be for you, writing it down, it could help. You know, it could help. What also could help is journaling, like write about why do you have those trust issues with yourself, write about those situations and understand yourself and why you made wrong judgments in the past, and you know how you're different than that now, you know, just like journaling. I'm getting like journaling and affirmations, whatever might work for you depending on where you are in your journey, or you know what actually is the state of this energy, to what degree do you have problems with trusting yourself. You know, if it's a minor issue, then probably just these little affirmations, writing affirmations about how you trust yourself already. But remember what I said, it has to be something you believe in, because otherwise it won't work. And if you know, have really deep issues with it, first I would recommend journaling, and then, you know, you can start with the affirmations. So I hope this was helpful and that it gave you some clarity, that it resonated for you, and hope you had fun watching it, and I will see you another time, guys. Bye! So the last flower for today is this little blue flower. So if you choose this group number 4, this little blue flower, let's see what's coming up to be healed for you. Okay. So can I get a card? What is coming up to be healed at this moment in time? For this blue flower group, what's coming up to be healed? Okay, one card. Is there another card, Spirit? Is there another card? Can I get another card, Spirit? Is there another card for what's coming up to be healed for this group? Is there another card, Spirit? Are you wanting to come? Okay, wants to come out. Okay, Queen of Pentacles. And Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm getting the word futility. I'm getting the word futility, like, you know, it also could be some type of a depression that you're having in whatever way that resonates with you. But this Seven of Pentacles in reverse, it's like, you know, why even bother? Why even, you know, do all these things? Why do anything? Because I'm not seeing anything change in my physical reality. I'm not getting exactly what I want. No matter what I do, I can't see that abundance. Because you see how her face here looks kind of, like, this is not what I want, looking at this pentacle. Like, this is not the life I want to live, and nothing I do brings change. So, okay, futility, but that's not it. That's not it. Let's see what word comes to mind that is better for this reading. Mm-mm-mm. In a way, you feel like you have a lack of control over your life. So, I know in the spiritual communities, we all say, like, oh, you shouldn't feel a sense, you should, like, give up control completely. But if you feel like you have no influence over your life, like, that nothing you do really changes anything, that's a different type of vibration, and you shouldn't be the type of person then to force yourself to surrender to, like, just kind of, I don't know how to even put it in words, but like to trust the flow, just, for you, it would be useful to return to the natural state of health. It would be useful to actually see yourself do something, and that makes a change in your environment. Of course, it doesn't have to be a big thing. It can be just any type of change, just so you can see that you have free will, that your free will deforms this physical reality. That is what you need to see, because you're looking at the same fucking pentacle over and over again. And so I'm gonna pull an oracle card, but that's what's coming up as guidance already. Like, make some little changes, whatever it is. If it's changing a place where you eat, or if it's, wearing something different, whatever it is for you, whatever. Like, we want to shift this vibration of, we're not going after feeling good here. If you're in any state of depression, like, forget about feeling good. You're just gonna disappoint yourself even further by expecting yourself to feel good all the fucking time, That's just a lot of pressure. But, like, we want to switch this, like, I don't even care. Nothing I do ever really changes anything. We want to shift this into a vibration of curiosity, which is the natural state, like, opposed to the futility, like, nothing I do matters. Curiosity is like, oh, what if I do this? But, like, the goal of you doing something shouldn't be to, like, oh, this better make me feel really good. But the goal of it should be like, let's just see what happens if I do this. What changes if I do this? And that will gradually give you a sense of control in your life, And that is what you need. Forget about feeling good for now, if you're resonating with the situation here. But let's get an oracle card anyway on some further guidance, or like, what does spirit think you should do at this time? What suggestion or additional information about Alba? Okay. We have staff stability. I'm gonna pull a clarifying card from this little deck just to help me further to, okay. Have the Hangman and the Magician. So, this to me, again, talks about, you see this one here, like, making a change, making small changes, and, and that will change your perspective, that, that life is not as chaotic as it seems, not as, you know, set in stone, that you can have this certainty, like stability, like certainty that, oh, you see how he's holding that rod, like, I have some power over this. I have an influence over this life, you know. So making like this is one, there's like a beginning, and the magician is like curiosity and manifesting, just like starting something small in order to change the perspective that life actually, that you actually have this control, that you have this influence over your life, and that you can manifest, you know, something that you won't be disappointed in, like you're in this picture, whatever, but just that is like in the end. But for now, it's like just knowing that you have influence over this physical reality. So I hope that made sense, and that's what I have for you, Last Flower. I hope it resonated for you. I hope it was fun to watch and that it brought you some clarity. And that would be the end of this whole reading. So thank you for watching, guys, and I will see you another time. Bye!